you're going to get what you're looking for. So if you're looking for success, you're looking for happiness, you're looking for prospects, you're looking for recruits or clients, I'm telling you, the more you're consciously looking for those things, you're going to see them. When you're looking to win, you're looking for victory. Same time, if you're looking to be victimized, if you're looking to be looked past, if you're looking to be small, if you're looking to be offended, you will find that constantly. And so be very careful what you set your mind towards, what your outcomes are, because you're going to find them. Your mind's powerful. You're powerful. You're more powerful than you think you are. And if you could just get clear on what you're looking for, get super specific with great clarity, great specificity about what it is you want, it's sitting there for you to find if you look for it. One of the things we have to do to create a new identity is to begin to tell a new story. What's your new story? Who are you now? What are you all about now? Where are you going now? What's this new version of you? See, here's what's amazing. At any point in your life, you can just decide to write a new script. You could decide to become a whole new character. See, the leading character in the story of your life is you. And guess what? You and God control the script. You could write a new script at any time you want. Listen to me. At any time you want, you can simply decide to be a new character. I'm strong now, I'm beautiful now, I'm handsome now, I'm bold now, I'm funny now, I'm smart now, I'm going there now. Stop telling the old story. Here's the truth, nobody cares. No one cares if you had a failure. No one cares if you've had a setback. No one cares if you had a victory. And none of those failures, none of those setbacks, none of those victories, and that old character you keep playing is the very thing that will prevent you from becoming this new version of you. It's a story if you're stuck. It's an old story you're telling with an old character that was last year's version, last decade's version. Who's the new character? What's the new script? What's the new story? Beliefs are so important to guard because once you have a belief, your brain goes to work. And I've said this in another audio video where your brain has to go to work to prove your beliefs to be true. Your brain literally goes to work on finding the evidence to prove you right. And so that identity, you're constantly reinforcing it. Let me give you an example of what I mean. If you believe a certain worth about yourself, a certain identity, that impacts the type of action you're willing to take. So if there's a goal you've got set, it doesn't matter what it is, pick a goal. To the extent that you believe it's consistent with your identity is to the extent that you will make an effort towards it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, however, because what happens is if your identity is here and the goal is there, you will only make an effort congruent with what you believe you're worth. And so that limited effort you make produces the result not consistent, and it reinforces the belief. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you set a goal that is inconsistent with an identity you're working on. You will only make an effort consistent with the identity, which will get you to here, doesn't produce the result, and it reinforces this belief you have about yourself. So it's important as you set new goals, as you set new visions, that you also upgrade your identity simultaneously. You're in process of upgrading it because that identity impacts the effort you make, right? Impacts the will you put towards it, and that will is reinforced by the lack of result, and so it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy. So your mind has this belief it wants to prove to be true, and it starts to find references. So if you believe you're 75 degrees, it's going to start finding legs to put under that table to make it immobile so it can't move to prove you right. And so our identity equals our effort, and the challenge is that effort produces the result. And so this identity has everything to do with the effort you make, which produces the result, which will reinforce the identity or the lack thereof. So it's critical that you upgrade identity with your new visions and goals. I don't really believe in this mentor stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I buy into that. Like I don't think I influence you by you necessarily asking me questions and I answer them. Don't you find that too? Like almost sometimes people that want you to mentor them, they're almost interviewing you. And I think that's almost like a school teacher. So if you look at your kids, the people that influence them, their teachers influence them to a degree. That's like a mentor, right? Because they shape them and mold them, and there's influence there. But who do you really worry about? You worry about who their friends are. Because their friends, you show me their friends, I'll pretty much tell you who's influencing them. So I think what I do a decent job of is when I do get to know these folks, I don't treat them like they're some God figure. or they're any different than me or any better than me. I treat them like a friend. And I want to make them my friend.
You're talking about people that maybe have achieved something in a space above you.
They're constantly, Donovan was on your program earlier, he'll tell you, people constantly, when you're in that environment, treat you as if you're different than them or better than them. There's a million people like that. They're not any better than you. They haven't have a blessing and a skill or a set of facts and knowledge that's ahead of you. So make them your friend. That's how, like you and I, we're becoming friends. The way you're going to influence me, I'm going to have influence over you. We're going to have an interview today. We're going to learn some things, but really is our friendship, just associating, just being around each other. So I think probably the biggest thing is I've made them my real friend.